actually, these are the 10 words that we are going to look at are the 10 good parts if you do digital identity well, if you really do it in a proper way with privacy in mind, with the rights on for personal data well managed, then these are the things that you need to look at. And I think control is very important. The user should be in control on what data is shared with whom and how long, and if it's being deleted in time. Access, he should be able to get to his own data and see really what data is stored. Now, it's actually a lot is in line with our data protection legislation. Transparency is important. Any transaction that's being done with the data should be totally clear, like the right to be forgotten. If data is propagated from one organization to another, it should be withdrawn when I want that. It's anything you want as a user, actually. And I think persistence is a very important one. It means that you don't have one identity for a short time and then it's deleted and you need to set up another one. You want one identity that is going through the life cycle as you go and can be answering the needs of the current time without needing to be deleted all the time and set up again. Now, these are the most important ones. Portability means that I can use my identity, I own it, I have this identity, and I can take it with me when I go with that identity from one organization to another. For instance, if I change my bank account, I have an identity with them, I log in with them, or if I move to another country, I want to keep the same digital identity. I'm not a different person because I start living in France. I have my DigiD in the Netherlands, and I use it in the Netherlands for tax and this and that. When I move to France, I don't want to abandon all that, and I want portability. So it's also, I can take it with me when I go to a new environment, like you do with your phone number. If you go to a new telephone provider, you have number portability, you keep the number, but you use another service provider. That's the portability. Then interoperability, this is, in my view, the most important one. All these identities, the problem of identities, that we have too many, and they are all in silos and they don't work together. And interoperability means that identities work together, that one identity can also function in technical sense in other environments, that we can make it a big ecosystem instead of silos that are separate. So the technology should standardize, so they every app and every type of platform understands the same technology, and we can move seamlessly with that identity across different platforms and different environments. That's interoperability. Now, consent. This is one of the privacy legislation elements as well. As a user, you want people to use your data only when you have given your yes, you can. Whenever we go online, we see that we have to click for cookies. That's giving consent for making cookies. The same for data. We should know willingly and really consciously give consent, and not silently below the surface, but we should actively give active consent that someone uses my data, and I want to know exactly what data and what is done with it, and for how long and for what purpose. And that's all in line with the privacy legislation.